Welcome back, everybody. My name is Jake Gallen here with Emblem Vault, and I'm going to show you today how you can store something inside of an Emblem Vault and fractionalize it. So here we go. All right, so I've been getting a lot of questions actually about fractionalization and Emblem Vault. And the reason why is because there's been a handful of ordinal communities who have begun experimenting with this, but it hasn't always been just ordinals. Some people actually have no idea even what fractionalization means. I think it's still to be determined. It was a popular kind of financial primitive in the crypto world that got some attention, kind of fallen back off, and seems to be kind of coming back into the scene. So I'm gonna explain to you what fractionalization is, and then some of the projects that have happened on Emblem Vault, and then maybe give you a few options on if it's the right move for you. So here's the big one. This popped up pretty recently within the last month or so. Ordinal Dogecoin. Whether this is super legit project or not, to be determined. A huge disclaimer, not financial advice. I'm just overviewing some of the things that have happened with Emblem Vault in regards to fractionalization, and then it'll be up to you to determine if it's the right option for you. So Ordinal Dogecoin, what is this, right? It's a $O Doge. So that means that it's a ticker, right? They got a bunch of buzzwords in here, meme coins, JPEGs, the original meme coin, showing some history, some tokenomics, liquidity, right? Uniswap, right? You're like, Uniswap's on ETH. How is this ordinal Dogecoin? What? That makes no complete sense. And then you come right down here on the page and you see Emblem Vault, right? This is where we are. So Emblem Vault, every vault within an Emblem Vault contains a series of blockchain addresses that generated a single secret phrase. So basically what they're just saying is inside of an Emblem Vault, there's 15 different blockchains. So there's 15 different private keys. You can store anything that you want in an Emblem Vault. And then to retrieve those keys, you have to burn the vault and it'll give you the keys. So then what is fractional art? Fractional.art is a decentralized protocol that enables collective ownership of one or more NFTs. The tokens function as a normal ERC20 or ERC1155 tokens, which have governance over the NFTs that they own. What fractional art is it makes non-fungible tokens fungible in a sense, but ERC1155 is semi-fungible. So you can even take 721s and turn them into 1155s by issuing NFTs against it, right? Sounds chaotic. What is the point? Is there any actual utility to this, Jake? Well, let's really dive into this. So if you go here to one of the releases, outside of the things that have happened and how they were acquired, somebody acquired the Doge symbol that was inscribed as an ordinal, a sub 1000 for 10 Bitcoin in an over-the-counter trade. So was it legitimate or not? Who really knows? They're trying to add some value to it. So it was ordinal inscription number 5768. And this is where it gets pretty crazy. They took the ordinal Doge logo, and since it was perceived as valued as 10 Bitcoin, they issued a bunch of tokens against it. And in this case, it's like 1 trillion O Doge. So now because an Emblem Vault's on Ethereum and the inscription is inside the vault, they're basically issuing tokens against it that represents that type of value. And on that day, they took 50% of the supply and burnt it, because for most vaults, I don't know for certain, but for most, you need 51% to basically unlock the vault. So let's say in this example, it's worth 100 ETH, right? And you sell 51 ETH worth of tokens. Somebody could theoretically buy all 51 of those up and then unlock the vault and take the asset that's out of the vault itself. So here they burned it. So it's basically saying that this Doge inscription is stuck in this vault forever, theoretically forever. They added an LP to it. And now they're trading those fractionalized tokens as a meme coin because it's representative of the Doge ordinal on Bitcoin. I know it sounds all crazy. It's all fun and experiments. But when you go and you look at everything, right, you could come in here, you could see the vault content. It takes you and it shows you these are the 3 things that are in the vault right now. So they have this inscription, 5768. They have another inscription. And then they had this Elon Musk tweet that just happened a few days ago. And then you could go down to the vault itself, which we'll have to find in one of these links. You can come see this. And right here on their website, you could go and you could trade O Doge just like it is an ERC20 token. They're all having fun here. Is it worth it? I don't know. That's up to you guys to determine if that's the right idea. Another cool project that I found is Ordinal Artifacts, another Ordinal project. You can come down here. You can see this thread. It's some sort of game where they're taking a single Satoshi, right? One Ordinal. You're fractionalized against this. You're even making one sat, which is 1/100 millionth of a Bitcoin, and making it even smaller. Kind of unique. Same idea, but here they added some gamification to it on this project, right? They said in fractionalizing 3 of our artifacts into 100 units each, we would kill 2 birds with 1 stone, granting more people access to these mythical items and developing the lore interwoven into it. And thus was born the 300 of a decentralized group united by singular ownership. So here they're taking one of their ordinal artifacts, turning it into 300 individual assets, and then using those 300 individual tokens in the game that they're building. So here it's adding more lore, more mystery, and some gamification. Was pretty cool. It's more than just about trading, although these fractionalized pieces of ownership have had some effect on the price. So we go here. I found 2 websites or 2 dApps that have used Emblem Vault fractionalization. The largest one, fractional.art, which I believe has the vast majority of fractionalization. And then Uniquely. Uniquely has two vaults right here. Emblem Vault Legacy on 2 of these. It doesn't seem like they've got too much attention. So I just wanted to show that there are multiple dApps that you can use Emblem Vault with, but we're going to focus on fractional.art because this has been ongoing for a few years now. You can see there's 50 vaults. So actually quite a lot across 4,000 owners. So 50 vaults. And then inclusive of all of the fractionalized ownership, there's 4,000 owners on this. The market cap, 15 million, or about 8,000 ETH. And the implied valuation on average is about 750,000 per vault. Pretty wild. So let's go explore what's on here. So you have Ordinal Doge. We have Ether Rock. Most people know what Ether Rock is. It's the rock collection that's sold for upwards of $3 million for 1 rock. So you have Ether Rock number 72 down here. Looks like it's created a Pebble DAO. So what somebody took here is this Ether Rock that was created in 2017. They issued 72 million tokens against it. That's called Pebbles. And then they use those Pebble tokens for a DAO, which I'm assuming is probably for voting and governance and whatever other types of financialization or methods that they want to use for it. And it's simple here. You could just come down here. You could just type in 1 ETH and you could come in and you can buy that many Pebbles for 1 ETH. And it is verified and it has 600 owners. So I'm not going to dive in too much to what it actually means, but the implied valuation of this 1 Ether Rock is $1.6 million. So what you could do if you go and look at like all the holders, you see one person has 45% of it worth 740,000. If all of these if somebody convoluted or conducted basically a buying escapade and bought up 51%, they could take 51% of the Pebbles and then unlock this vault, pull the Ether Rock out, and probably destroy the DAO. Meanwhile, doing all of that. That's just speculation, but I'm just trying to add some, just some extra information onto what else can be done here. Here you have a Rare Pepe collection. There's, I don't know what this is, down. Here you have a Rare Pepe series card. Here, we'll dive this one. Everyone knows what a Nakamoto card is. This exists on Counterparty. Somebody came down here. The implied valuation is 96 ETH. The floor is actually around 100 ETH. Nakamoto card being the first ever Rare Pepe, set of 300, it's considered a grail. Somebody issued this into 10,000 individual fractions. There's 95 owners, and it is spread as such. Is there any utility to it? I don't know. If you're smart, like I said, you're trying to get 51%, so you could probably unlock it and get a good deal. Could also be set to a different amount as well. I also want to emphasize that. Here, there's an Ethereum grass tile, right? So one of the first Ethereum NFT collections ever. People came in here and issued fractions against it for a grass tile. You could really create anything. There's Ordinal Trumps, Ordinal Safe Moon, Young Alon. A lot of these valuable? Who really knows? But there is some cool experimentations of different things that you can do with Emblem Vault. As we know, vaults have deposit addresses for about 15 different blockchains. So you could, in theory, come in and have a really good time. You could put in some Bitcoin, put in some Rare Pepes, put in an Ordinal, put in some Litecoin, put in some Dogecoin, put in some NFTs from Solana, put it all into a package in one vault, and then issue some fractional shares against it. And then you could go take those tokens, go do a DAO, go trade them like a meme coin, go use them as a fungible currency within your game. There's a lot of options out there and a lot of fun. And I just wanted to come in and show because there's a lot of people who've been asking me what you can do. And to be honest, I don't really know everything that you can do. That's a cool part of experimentation and the malleability of Emblem Vault being able to be the crypto Swiss Army knife of the space. And so without further ado, I wish all of you guys the best of luck out there. Happy experimenting. If you do some fractionalization, or if you'd like some information or some assistance, then feel free to reach out to Emblem Vault, and we'll see you guys next time.